What is up, YouTube, and to all my Frog faithful fans out there? We got the dub. We're 1-0. Maybe we might move up in the rankings, maybe 1 or 2 spots, but oh man, I'm just glad football's back, guys. You know, seeing this team, it's a different looking team. There's no Kenny Hill, Desmond White, Traven Howard, Nick Orr. The offensive line is different, but they showed that they can protect. They showed that they did their job today. Of course, we played Southern, an FCS opponent. That should have happened, but at least they showed they are capable of doing that, guys. 55-7, that was the score from the game. So let's go ahead and hop into it, guys. 11 o'clock kickoff start. Sean Robinson came out. They started getting him going early. You know, some quick passes, some out routes, some screens, you know, some to Jalen Reagor, Kavontae Turpin, Darius Davis. He tried spreading it out all over the place, which is what he did. Jalen Reagor had a good game. Kavontae Turpin had a good game. Kavontae Turpin, there were a couple of times where he almost broke a punt return all the way. I know on one screen he was like 1 tackle away from a touchdown. A couple of things I saw from Sean Robinson. He has a good feel for this offense. He's comfortable. You can see it. He has a good arm, and he gets the ball out of his hands quickly. But when it comes to, I saw on 2 throws, really, that don't really concern me, but it's just like, okay, I want to see you attack it better next week against SMU. Jalen Reagor had a post route, and he beat his guy. He was one-on-one with no safety help. He ran over the middle of the field. Sean Robinson overthrew him by like 5 to 10 yards. You know, that maybe he was anxious. It was the first game, maybe. We'll wait and see. You know, that's one thing I did talk about last year when we played Texas Tech, and also heading into the spring. I wanted to see him correct his downfield accuracy. Another one, they were like inside the 20, like at the 18, 17 yard line. And Jalen Reagor, again, across the middle of the field into the end zone, wide open. And it was well behind him. He had his guy beat. No one around him. 5 yards, maybe the closest guy to him. But that was a touchdown. He made up for it on the next couple of plays later. He stepped up in the pocket, pressure was in his face, and delivered a nice ball to Jalen Reagor, which he caught with his hands, which is what I wanted to see when he dropped a pass and almost led into an interception. Almost, but it was incomplete. He also had some good runs. He also had a long, I believe it was a 36-yard touchdown run. The middle of the field was wide open, and he runs kind of awkwardly, I will say. He's fast, don't get me wrong. He's an athlete. But the way he runs like he's trying to knock himself in the face with his knee. Like, he's doing high knees in the middle of the field. Like, my man, stretching was before the game. Now we're trying to get a touchdown. But those are some good things, guys. You know, I love what I saw from Sean Robinson. Although he only played in the first half, that was good enough for me. I believe the game was already decided. He showed what he can do, be in a rhythm in front of the home crowd. Now let's just take you off the field, not risk any kind of sort of injury, and let's prepare for SMU. Also from Michael Collins, the guy who I talked about who was pushing Sean Robinson for the starting job, he had a couple of good throws. He looked like he had a good feel for the field as well. Also, he lobbed a great pass to Trevante Heights, who was wide open going down the middle of the field for a touchdown. I believe that was probably his first pass in a TCU uniform. So, hey, I'll take it. At least we know we have a backup quarterback who is capable of doing these things. Going through his progressions, having a good feel for the field, you know, just going through his progressions, finding the right guy, and then giving him the right ball. Now, I liked what I saw from the running back. Shewol Lanalua, Darius Anderson, also kind of forgot his first name, but number 21, DeMordecai, DeMarticado. Oh, man, I can't remember. I know it starts with a D. But these 3 guys, although it was a small sampling, of course, but they showed some great stuff. Darius Anderson showed that he hits the hole quickly again like he was doing last year. Shewol Lanalua showed great shiftiness, footwork and power in his runs. He got great yards, which is what he should have done. The Mordecai guy, hell, if Shaywo or Justin Anderson get injured for whatever reason, I have faith in this third string guy. He showed me that he can take the reins as a second option if Shaywo or Jet were to go down in any game at any point in the season. So I have faith in our running back depth as well as our quarterback depth. When it came to the offensive line, we had Kelton Holland starting at center. We had Cardell Iguagu at left guard. We had Trey Elliott at right guard. We have Lucas Niang, our best lineman in my opinion, at right tackle. And Austin Myers started at left tackle. These guys showed great pass protection. They also opened up some holes in the running game, which is what I loved to see. They allowed our running backs to be able to make moves, to have room to make moves. From the wide receivers, Jalen Reagor, everyone got to touch the ball. Kavontae Turpin, Jalen Austin, Najee Mickey, John Stevens Jr., Darius Davis, Aldontre Davis, Tay Barber, Jalen Austin, all these guys, and Jerison Stewart as well. We just have playmakers all around the field, guys. I love our wide receiver depth. That other than that, guys, for the offense, I believe that's probably going to do it for the offense. I just loved how in sync they were. At times, they were slowing down a little bit. They weren't doing the usual hurry-up offense. I also think it was a great game by Sonny Cumbie, although in the second half he did, dumb it down. It was just playing conservative. Also, Darius Davis. Let me talk about him for a minute. 2 great catches, 2 touchdowns, and a 73-yard punt return. During recruiting, I was hearing about this guy before he committed and signed with TCU. I was hearing that he could be the next, maybe even better, and of course he's stronger than Kavontae Turpin. I tweeted that out earlier after his punt return. He looks like he's going to have a great feel for special teams, and also as a wide receiver, of course. He just looked like a natural out there. He looked like a natural. He had a great feel. He just looked great out there, guys. I'm excited for Darius Davis. I'm excited for what he can do. He's a freshman, too. So we have this season 2 or 3 more years left of him. So I'm confident in him. Now, going to the defensive side of the ball, I will say this. The loss of Ross Blacklock was obvious on this day. The defensive line, I felt, could have definitely been better, but it's not something that I'm going to say I worry going against Ohio State, going against the Oklahoma, the Texas, the Iowa States. It's not something that I'm going to worry so much. But, you saw it. No one was drawing those triple teams. That led to double teams being put on Ben Banogu. Ben Banogo, rather. Terrell Cooper, Corey Bethley, they had some good stops in the run game, also getting some pressure in the pass game as well. Ty Summers, he had a sack. He had a good sack. He had great speed coming off the strong side where he was playing defensive end today. Also, we had some depth. I saw Brandon Bowen get after it. I saw O'Shawn Mathis get after it. I saw Mike Epley get after it. I saw guys get after it, guys. I saw guys attack. I saw guys be fearless and be physical. That's what I wanted from this defensive line. Now, there's a little concern, but nothing that I'm going to say it's going to make us lose. We're going to have a horrible year. Honestly, by today's game, I'm actually encouraged, to be honest with you guys. I'm actually encouraged by what I saw all around. Yes, I saw it. It was there. We are young on defense, especially when it comes to the depth. We are young. And also on all around as a team, we are young. There were some misreads on the defense in the secondary. There were some busted plays. That stuff that I didn't want to see, but it was just bonehead plays, but we're young. The lone touchdown, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Julius Lewis completely left his guy. Nico Small ended up taking on the post, coming into the middle of the field, and the guy just went streaking down the sideline. Wide open, touchdown. I don't know what in the world happened. There was also another big play similar to that it was on Julius Lewis as well. You know, he is working back. He's healthy. But mentally, you know, injuries can take a toll, especially when it's a second ACL like Julius Lewis has had. It's going to take some time mentally to get back into it. That's why I believe Noah Daniels should start. I liked what I saw from Noah Daniels. He did some good things. I didn't see as much from him as I wanted to, but I saw some good things from him. Jeff Gladney was his lockdown self. He did great. Nico Small, he had some great closing speed and a great tackle on an out route that they tried running, but he was there, boom, made great contact, great closing speed. From the secondary, you know, in his games, he was there. You know, he was. I think he's also improved a little bit. I can see it in his pass coverage skills. I can see it. Ridwan Issahaku got it. Probably the easiest interception that he will ever have. The defensive line pressured the quarterback, and he just lobbed it up there. It was underthrown, picked off by Ridwan Issahaku. From the linebackers, you know, Garrett Wallow and Rico Evans, they started at linebacker today. These guys, Garrett Wallow, he looks bigger. From the last time I saw him in the Alamo Bowl, he looks so much stronger, so much thicker. This guy looks even faster. When Gary Patterson didn't bring on many stunts, many blitzes, but when he did, Garrett Wallow was in the backfield. Garrett Wallow was there to make the sack, was there to make the tackle, was there to force pressure. Rico Evans, I love what I saw from Rico Evans today. He was there when a pass was coming his way, he was there. Whether it was it may not have been pass breakups, but he was there to not allow any yards after the catch. He was there to make the tackle. He did great against the run. I loved what I saw from these linebackers. Garrett Wallow, I believe, is just going to be a natural. Now, when we face Ohio State, when we face Texas, that's when I expect Ty Summers to come back to linebacker. That's when I expect, you know, be better against some bigger offensive lines, some better running backs. You know, Jawan Johnson, the JUCO, the Northern Illinois transfer, who many of us thought who might have a chance to start, who led NCAA in tackles last year. He did some good things too. He was all around the field. He was aware. He was there. Alec Dunham, who was recruited as a linebacker but has just never really broke the rotation. He's been a mainstay on special teams though. We saw him at linebacker today. He was rusty. He was, you know, you can tell he has not played in a game at that position at all. Now, when it came to 2015, he was there. I can honestly say he was there. He played some because there was just so many injuries that year. But this year, I like what I saw. We also got to see Ben Wilson, the highly touted linebacker out of Washington, who was a 4-star recruit for TCU last year. For their past recruiting class. He did some great things. Although he got limited reps in the fourth quarter, he showed he can bang. He showed that he is there. He showed that he's got the speed and the physicality to be that linebacker in the Big 12 in this 4-2-5 defense. I love what I saw from these young guys. From LaKendrick Van Zandt, he had a great sack. He had great tackles all over the field. Markel Simmons, Vernon Scott II. I love this team, guys. Like I said, I think there's still going to be some growing pains. There are going to be some frustrating moments, but I'm confident in this team. For right now, I like what I saw to say that I'm confident in TCU getting back to the Big 12 championship game. We did what we were supposed to do, but we also did extra. You know, don't be fooled by, it was only 55-7. Gary Patterson and Sonny Cumbie, they just went vanilla in the entire second half. It wasn't really much, to do with, they just played sloppy. It was just mostly running the ball, just quick passes. And it was also evident, Gary Patterson, he has class. He didn't really, want to embarrass or put it on Southern. It was 4th and 2. The offense stayed out there, and they just took a knee. It was simple. But at the same time, guys, I'm encouraged by what I saw from this team. It was the first game, but I think we are going to get better. We're going to get more in sync when it comes to live game reps. I do expect SMU, when we play SMU, I expect us to kind of be a little bit like this game. But when it comes to our starters, the mainstays, I expect us to play a little bit more into the second half. Other than that, guys, I believe that'll do it. Going around the Big 12, from last time I checked, which was right before this video, Maryland is beating Texas. Maryland's beating Texas, but I believe they were in a lightning delay. Colin Johnson made some plays. Devin Duvernay had a great catch. I'm not gonna lie, it was a great catch, a great diving catch. Also from that Oklahoma FAU game, oh my goodness, I don't know anything about FAU, but when I watched the game, I could just see these players almost just don't belong against Oklahoma. I mean, it was evident that these Oklahoma players are so much bigger than these FAU players. Now, I'm not taking anything away, from Oklahoma. Don't get me wrong, any Oklahoma fans that are watching. Don't get me wrong. Kyler Murray showed he's big stuff. Hollywood Brown is back. Rodney Anderson returned to form. The offensive line showed great things again. The defense, it's still early, but, the defense showed some good things. I saw a couple of mishaps, but, I'm just going to say good job. And, they showed that they are still the favorite in the Big 12. Now, which one was another one? Texas Tech. Probably going to be the same Texas Tech. Probably going to be the same Texas Tech. I'm going to go ahead and upload this real quick, guys. I want to get back. I want to watch Auburn and Washington. I want to watch West Virginia and Tennessee, which I believe has actually already started. But I'm recording this now so I can get this out of the way. But other than that, guys, I love what I saw today by my Frogs. I'm encouraged by it. I'm encouraged by the Sean Robinson era. And, let's go 15-0. Let's go. Like, we're 1-0 right now. Let's try and go 15-0. Let's try it. Of course, I've said it before. I don't expect playoff or national championship, but you never know what can happen. You never know what can happen. My faith's in this team. My faith's in Gary Patterson. I love this team. I love football. I love TCU. So, guys, if y'all are new, if y'all are Southern, SMU, Ohio State, or regular Big 12 fans, guys, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter, guys. I will be talking about it all day. I will be giving you great content. I will be giving my thoughts on some other games like I just did in this video. I'm going to try and spread it out for everyone. I'm going to try. I thank y'all for who comment, who watch. Thank y'all, guys. Again, I'm going to go ahead and upload this and get back home and let's watch some more college football. I'm happy, guys. I'm happy. I'm happy it's back. So, again, subscribe to my channel if you're new, guys. Follow me on Twitter. And I will see y'all Monday with the preview for SMU, which we play them on Friday. So, go Frogs. Everyone, enjoy y'all Saturday. And college football's back. See you guys.